Hello there. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there.
Goodbye.
Is that it?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. What does he say? He's like, hello there.
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi.
What the frick? What are you doing?
You
Huh?
are a bold
Subway
one.
Surfers. Star Wars General Grievous.
Kill him.
Minecraft. Remember. Minecraft 1.17 Part 2 is coming out.
Never.
It seems like we're always
November
talking about,
30th.
they're always talking about Minecraft updates. And when the update actually drops, it's like,
Yeah. Part 3. I'm pretty sure they're making a Part 3. It's very likely. That's what people are saying.
They
It's
talk a
very
big
likely.
game, but nothing ever really happens.
You know what's even funnier? They started talking a big game when the pandemic just happened. So, I don't know what got into them.
Well, maybe the pandemic is the reason why these updates are kind of underwhelming.
Huh?
Maybe.
No, I'd say what happened was they were
They
doing.
announced all the stuff during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, they announced like this really huge update while the updates in the past were complete and other. I'm not going to say trash, but some of them were. For the most part, this is your first actual update, as in terms of a big update. And it's during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Doesn't freaking make any sense, but...
And so the updates, like I said before, have been pretty much...
Yeah, they came out with... I'm pretty sure we said this before. There's like an update with just bees. So it's, it's pretty annoying with content. The lack of content they come out with. Until now. Well,
You can't even. I can't.
All right, so on that note, hello everybody, and welcome to...
The beginning
What?
of the
I
podcast.
Yeah.
What the heck just happened there?
No, I yawned.
The beginning
Of the yawn?
podcast.
Of the yawn. Nah, that was the end though, so it doesn't make any sense.
No, that was the beginning of the podcast. Just roll with
No,
it.
I'm talking about the end of the yawn.
Okay, I'm
You said
talking
beginning
about
of
the
the
beginning of the
yawn. It
podcast,
doesn't
so
really make
there we go.
sense to say beginning of the yawn
There
because it
we
was
go.
the end of the yawn.
See, look at that.
Although
We're
it is the
going
beginning
already.
of the podcast, so I
Going.
guess whatever.
This is the CrossGen Podcast, people.
Crossface.
Crossface Crippler. That's old school WWE.
What, crossface?
The Crossface Crippler.
Scarface.
Like Chris Benoit. That was the Crossface Crippler was a wrestling move. It was a finisher.
Damn.
Basically, you sit on the guy's back while he's on the floor. You put your hands across his face and you pull it.
And you pull it, right?
You pull it back.
Oh.
And it's supposedly excruciating on your face, on your neck, and on your back. And therefore, you tap out instantly because it's the WWE. So,
I don't understand.
Crossface
That's exaggerating.
Crippler.
Gotta see Scarface already. And The Godfather.
You want to see The Godfather?
Yeah, hell yeah. What do
That's
you-
like a 4-hour-long movie. So
Yeah,
you know.
It's freaking
They're like
worth it, though,
Super
from what
long.
I've heard. Right, it's really good, right?
Scarface is like super long also. I think it's
It's like 3 hours.
plus or whatever.
But it's worth it. One of my friends said, I'll never forget it. We're going off topic. Scarface, Godfather.
CrossGen. Crossface Crippler.
That doesn't relate back to CrossGen, though.
Beats
I went on a
Bears Battlestar Galactica. Office
Star
reference.
Wars.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. I don't know what.
Okay, like I said, we're like almost 3-4 minutes into the podcast. This is the CrossGen Podcast.
Or
I
is it?
am one of the 3 hosts here. My name is Walt.
I'm AJ.
Yeah, frick.
Your name is Eli.
Eli. No.
It was Eli Castillo. It was Eli Atreides. What is it now?
Robo Eli. I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know what the hell. I can't think of a name. What did we see?
Why don't you-
Oh, Eli Escobar. There you go. There you freaking. Well, that doesn't really make sense now that I think of that. Oh my gosh.
There you
Just
go.
let's stick
a
to Eli.
narcotraficante,
Yeah, that's
Eli Escobar.
Jesus Christ.
Plomo
I was
you
trying
want
to. I was
be
trying to
Pablo
refer to
Escobar.
Narcos. I was trying to refer to Narcos, but then I also realized that's such a stupid idea because this is an actual historical event.
Yeah.
So you know, what? Let me just be quiet.
Xbox avatar Eli. Because
Yeah,
that's what we're
I
talking
mean-
about today,
I guess.
right?
Yeah.
This past November 15th was the 20th anniversary of the Xbox. So therefore, Xbox
What?
avatar
That's cool.
Eli.
I guess, but that's
Right?
sort of weird. What's my yeah, forget it. Yeah, that works.
It works.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So why don't we talk about it? It's been 20 years of Xbox. We're mainly an Xbox family, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, we've had
Mm.
PlayStations before.
But PlayStations have come and gone.
I've
Yeah.
They
switched to the
haven't
dark
stayed
side.
as consistently as Xboxes.
Because I think we're more into the games that Xbox has to offer, right? Like there's some games that we play on the PlayStation, but really, have you really gotten into any of the PlayStation games, the exclusives?
Well, that's because it's out here. I'll guarantee you, if there was a PlayStation in my room, it'd be played that guy.
Is there okay? So let me put it to you this way: is there a PlayStation game that you feel compelled to play?
God of War, hands down.
Okay, that's one.
GTA Online.
That's on the Xbox.
Yeah, but I also have my account there in
Godzilla.
Xbox. Let me just remind you,
Okay.
PS4 offers you free stuff if you get GTA Online on the PS4. If you get Xbox, you don't receive anything free.
Mhm.
At least I think so.
That's because they have an exclusive.
Like
deal.
I got freaking
Yeah.
$1 million straight off the bat just
Okay.
from creating just yeah, forget it. Yeah. There's plenty of games.
I mean, there are a lot of really good games, and I'm not saying that there isn't,
I mean,
but I think we've basically been. It's been Halo, it's been
Yeah.
Forza, it's been Grand Theft Auto. We played on the Xbox, right? What else is there? Skyrim we played on the Xbox.
yeah.
In terms of exclusives, especially now with all the stuff that's coming, there's going to be a ton of exclusives just to the Xbox.
Yeah.
So, I think just generally in general, even if we had a PlayStation in probably every room, I think we still would kind of fall back on the Xbox.
This
Yeah,
debatable.
Okay, I'll give you that.
You know.
I'll give you
Debatable.
that.
Okay. Nintendo really never had a foothold in this household either.
I beg to differ, at least on my part.
Well, I'm talking about consoles, not handheld devices.
That's
'cause
still kind of a console. though.
Yeah.
The Game Boy,
Yeah.
I would lump the Game Boy with like the PSP and things of that.
But those are
Still a-
consoles.
Still
Same
a
with, like,
PlayStation.
Yeah, but they're
Nintendo
mobile.
Switch.
They're intended to be mobile.
all right.
know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Like I'm talking
Well, we
Nintendo
had Wii.
GameCube. I'm talking the Wii. I'm talking the Wii U. I'm talking about stuff like that.
We did
know
have
what
a
I'm saying?
Wii.
I've always wanted to do the Wii.
We never got
That-
into the Wii all that much. There was one game that was played on the Wii, and that was Godzilla.
For real?
That was it.
Well, I also
Whoa.
had a
No.
Pokemon game too. I remember that much.
You didn't
It was
do the-
called Battle something. I don't know.
You didn't do the Me games?
Isn't
We
that on
did
the
that
Switch?
once in a blue moon? What?
Man.
It wasn't the battle thing on the Switch.
No, this is a different one.
Oh,
Where
okay.
you could basically port the Pokemon you have in your like Nintendo DS and Game Boy games and transfer them over to there.
and do what? Play like a Pokemon game straight away, or
Yeah.
was it a battle game?
Well, yeah, you battle 1v1 with someone.
Oh, okay. So it's
But
not
you
like
can
that.
use your roster personally.
Not like
in
that
that game.
Pokemon EV that we had. Oh no, What was the one for
it
the
was
Switch?
Yeah, I think it was
It was
Eevee.
Eevee, right?
I need to get
Where it was like
back
a
on the
fighting
Switch.
game, but with Pokemons. I think that's the one.
Pokemon Masters. I don't remember.
Something like that. Whatever.
It was cool. I just haven't found. I'm pretty sure I completed like a majority of the games on my Switch.
Okay, but see, there's another point, right? We have a Nintendo Switch. How many times have we used a Nintendo Switch?
Me, I used to use it all the time.
Yeah, he used to use it all the time. But
I beat all the
was
games.
I was never really lured
Well,
to the Switch.
okay, I didn't beat all the
No,
games.
you
But
beat one game.
I beat a majority of
You beat Breath of the Wild, right?
Super Mario Odyssey, which was
Okay.
freaking amazing.
There's
So,
a
same with
Hyrule Warriors on there that you didn't even start. I don't think,
I started that for sure.
but never finished it.
Yeah, that one was just, I don't know. That one was way too confusing to complete. But that's besides the point.
But I guess my point is, we have access to all these things. We still default back to the Xbox.
Yeah,
The Xbox is the thing that in this household is used the most.
I've turned to the dark side.
For what?
that's
On
only because you're playing with your
Your
friends.
PlayStation,
though.
because they don't have Xboxes.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure if they had Xboxes, you'd be playing on the Xbox.
I don't know. I've seemed to sort of have a liking to PS4 now.
Okay. I've always found the PS4 system of hooking people up to like play a game very wonky.
It's wonky, but it's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Though.
I think Xbox is much easier to do, you know, but that's just my opinion. Okay. So Xbox family.
For the most
Took us-
part,
It took us
all
like
this
5 minutes
just to get to that point, right?
Yeah, I know.
So we've had every single Xbox pretty much in the existence. I had the original Xbox, right? We transitioned. Well, okay, I take it back. We haven't had every Xbox because we're missing the Series X. We haven't gotten our hands on the Series X yet. But the original Xbox, which was a monster of a console. I mean, that thing was huge. It was like this big, super heavy, you know what I'm saying? But it was like one of the first, it was an amazing box. And I actually modded it for a quick minute.
really.
Yes.
Modded.
Yep.
How does that work?
I took it to a place in Manhattan.
And what do they do?
They put XBMC on it. So it became like a streaming box / there was a bunch of things you could do with that Xbox, you know. And then we had the 360. The 360 lasted us a long time, right?
Yep.
And then we moved on to the Xbox One. Andre has the Xbox One X. The only ones that we're missing is this current generation, the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. But it's been 20 years of Xbox, and Xbox has grown in many, many ways. And it's funny because I was looking at an article from The Verge, and I had to remind myself in 2001, when it was first announced that Microsoft was getting in the video game business with the Xbox, Bill Gates came up there on the stage for their announcement, and right next to him was Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Wow.
It's about drive.
Exactly. So, like, imagine it's been 20 years that Dwayne The Rock Johnson has been shilling for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's like the ultimate hype man, is he not?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like literally in everything. He's like, you know, Black Adam. He's been hyping Black Adam for like what, almost 40 years.
It's just starting
You know what
things
I'm
at this point. You have like, oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know.
So it's interesting in that aspect. The funny thing is though, you know, we kind of know about it, but I don't think there's been a real push by Microsoft kind of telling everybody, hey, it's the 20th anniversary. Like if I had mentioned it to you, if I hadn't mentioned it to you, would you have known?
I did know.
Honestly, no.
I did know.
So it's kind of weird that, you know, here we are and they're hyping up and they're dropping all these stuff, but it's almost like they're celebrating in secret.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
I
weird.
could see that.
Okay.
I mean, they're dropping these things like, for example, I am playing the crap out of Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, that's right.
Love Forza Horizon 5, right? And I got that on the Xbox Game Pass, which is an amazing service that Xbox and Microsoft provides, right?
Mhm.
So I didn't pay for the game. It's part of my subscription with Xbox Game Pass. And so one of the cool things that they did about Forza Horizon is that if you had played any of the other previous games or any of the other Forza Motorsport games, depending on what save you had in the cloud, they would gift you a car, right?
Mhm.
So that's cool. So I got a bunch of cars, and then the second day that I jumped on, there was a brand new car there. It was a Porsche 918. And I'm like, okay, how did I get this car? So I got the car, and lo and behold, it's a 20th anniversary Xbox Porsche
Yeah.
918.
Hell yeah!
And it's
Wow.
actually a really cool design, right? E?
Yeah. I don't.
It has like Halo Infinite stickers and Bethesda,
For real?
and yeah.
I don't
Oh, that's
remember.
pretty
Bro.
cool.
Yeah, so and it's got Xbox and
Yeah,
it's like
I remember
green
that.
and stuff like that.
And on the top, it had like the 20 symbol.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
So it's like a really, really cool thing, and it's like something that, you know what, I didn't know about. They didn't announce it, at least I don't think. Right?
would have.
So
Not
they've been
to
dropping
my
all these
recollection.
little things here and there. Like for example,
Did they have
they
anything?
launched a Halo theme Xbox Series X, which looks fantastic. right?
Bro, they had like yeah. They had like the Halo themed Xbox thing, whatever. But like, they also had. Should I even? Are you guys gonna get into it or what?
Which one?
Oh, that looks so cool.
Yeah, why not?
Yo, bro, you gotta check this out though. No. You're gonna be amazed by
God.
this though. The freaking.
I'm dying.
The
That is
Xbox
so dope.
Series X
There's-
Halo is really, really cool.
Look. No. But there's like.
Have you seen it? That
Meh.
is awesome.
That
Yeah,
is
it
amazing.
cool. But no. This looks much better.
Yeah, I showed you the Gucci, didn't I?
Yeah, but I need to show it to him.
Gucci.
Yo, frick.
I
Holy
fucking
crap.
wouldn't-
Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. Look at these controllers.
AJ
Do
was
you
not-
want me to throw up? Oh.
Sure. Oh my lord.
That's like
Look at the
super
tag.
luxury, right?
Look at the tag. Look at how luxury. Look at the freaking box, my guy. I would pay for the freaking box. Look at this.
Gucci, not Versace.
Yo, check this out. Check this Xbox thing.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Oh, holy lord. What the frick? Look at this.
It is straight up
the
Gucci.
design of the Xbox.
How much is that,
Disgusting.
by the way?
It's probably like a good 100,000. No. No. How much is it?
It has to be in the thousands, probably.
For sure. There's
Because a regular Xbox is like $500.
10,000. 10,000.
Seriously? There you go.
And I'm pretty sure
Why
it's only
would you
more,
even pay for that? Why?
Because why the frick not though?
Well,
if you
you're a
have the
fan of
money,
Gucci, you probably say, you know what, Gucci everything.
bro, you have the money. Hell yeah, bro. Look
So
at
do you
this.
go into a Gucci store to get the Gucci Xbox?
What the frick? No.
You go to Fifth Avenue in Manhattan and get the Gucci Xbox?
Oh
Like,
man.
Can I
Damn.
walk into a Gucci store and I say,
Just-
yeah, I want an Xbox?
Demand an Xbox from the Gucci store? That just sounds
I'm
so.
gonna be like a
nah.
Karen, right?
Yeah.
I need my Xbox now.
Oh my gosh.
What's that?
What the hell?
That was my version of being a Karen.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So they've got those things out there. They
Yeah,
have this
a lot of-
20th anniversary translucent Xbox controller.
They got a lot of vanity
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm not
Hold
a
on.
fan of that.
There's like Xbox.
I mean, the only thing I will say I like about that is that reminds me of the original design.
Hey, yo,
And I think
Hold
that's
on.
the reason why they did it. You know what I'm saying? But like you can literally see the insides of
Yeah.
this thing.
they
know?
they came out with the headset and the freaking controller
Yeah.
on their Xbox store. I was looking on how much they cost, but I couldn't find it.
Mhm.
But yo, it looks freaking insane.
And the cool thing about it is that if you connect this Xbox controller to your Xbox, yeah, that's
sure,
old school Xbox controller right there.
That do be looking
You know what I'm
kind of.
But if you take the 20th anniversary controller and connect it to your Series X or S, you get this dynamic background.
Holy
That's pretty cool.
frick,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Wait, for what? How
I'm
do
gonna-
you?
Well, that's gonna be like your thing and whatnot.
And how do you get it?
Well, you have to have the 20th anniversary controller.
Oh my!
You know,
How much did? I'm curious.
the controller is only like $69.
Only $69.
Well, that's how much these things cost nowadays. So this thing is like dynamic; it moves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically a green 20 with the Xbox logo in the 0, and all around it, it's like it's a black and green background and stuff, and it looks like the 20 is smashing through a window, and it's dynamic and moving and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. You know, but again, not announced anywhere, right? The only way you find out is if you actually go searching for this information. You know, they took this time though to drop some pretty significant things coming out in terms of software wise, right? With the Xbox. What is that?
It's okay.
That's the Halo?
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
another.
What the?
They love
frick?
gaming Halo stuff.
Because it's the
awesome.
aesthetic
Thing.
fits.
Yeah, absolutely. You know.
Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2.
Yeah. So the cool thing is that they've added back more games backward compatibility. And that's something that Xbox has been really, really good where the PlayStation has not been. You know, you've got hundreds of games that you can play from the 360 on the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S, the Xbox Series X, and there is almost, I think, like 50 games from the original Xbox that you can play. You know, so that's pretty cool. And they just added an additional 76 new games of backward
What?
compatibility.
Like what?
So you can it's 76 games. It's super, super long. But here's some of the games that you can play. The entire Max Payne series.
Okay.
So do you know what Max Payne is?
I think I know what that is.
It's the noir, the dark noir,
Silent
bullet
Hill, right?
Bullets time
Oh wait, no. never mind.
detective
okay.
series.
I don't
Wait,
know
yeah,
that
it is
then.
the Silent Hill looking thing.
No.
No,
This is a detective game.
I'm forgetting.
There was actually a movie that they made, a very bad movie with Mark Wahlberg as the star.
What the hell?
It was really, really bad.
Oh.
But Max Payne is like, it's The Matrix set in a crime noir, old school type of thing, right? And bullet time is a big, big thing from it. Skate 2, which is something that a lot of people love. It's a very beloved game. Dead or Alive Ultimate. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2.
Don't remember what that is.
There's some really big games here.
Wait, Jedi Knight or no, Jedi Academy is something completely
this
different.
is Jedi Knight 2, which is actually, I believe, the better of all those games.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So that one is really, really cool. That has really good lightsaber mechanics and stuff. A lot of people love playing that. So the thing about it is that it's not just backward compatibility, because every single original Xbox and the Xbox 360 game has auto HDR on it on the new consoles. The original Xbox gets a bump in resolution, right? And the people that have the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X gets a bump of 4 times resolution. So it's going to make the games look even better.
Wow.
Right? For the Xbox One, it's a 2 times increase. Plus, you get FPS boost.
Ooh.
So frames per second. Every single game gets a boost.
That's amazing.
You know? And it doubles a lot of the games all the way up to 60 frames per second. So it's going to be buttery smooth.
It's pretty good.
You know? So you're going to get that on Gears of War, the Fallout 3, Fallout Vegas. And so that adds to, it's a huge list. I mean, You're looking at Ridge Racer 6, Time Splitters 2. Now the only thing, 50 Cent game gets backward compatibility.
50 Cent game?
Blood on the Sand.
What is that?
Whoa. Wait, 50 Cent as in...
The rapper. He's got his own game.
I know Snoop
Really?
does, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure. Or no, Snoop
Okay.
was featured in the game.
Yeah.
But
So this
50
one
Cent has
is
his own
Blood
game.
on the Sand.
Wow.
So as of the 20th anniversary, November 15th, you can now play the 50 Cent game
Wait,
on
for
the
real?
Xbox. Yes.
Whoa, bro,
it's
we
backward
gotta-
compatible.
That is insane.
How old is that?
Oh,
What?
it's like super old.
Yeah,
that's like
that's-
going back to, I think, maybe the original Xbox or the Xbox 360.
Oh.
These are old games.
Wow.
Blood on the
Are you
Sand.
smarter than a fifth grader? That has a game. You
Oh,
can play it now.
oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That is insane.
Come on now. That is awesome. Conan has a game.
Okay.
What's Conan again?
Oh, you don't. Wow.
No, just remind me. Because I've heard
I don't
the name.
know. Conan the Barbarian, played by
Mhm.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in some
Yeah, I know.
movies.
Yeah, I don't know.
A game that I think you might find interesting.
Oh, you haven't even played it.
Fear.
That's a very vague
Isn't that
name.
the game that your cousin?
Prey.
Oh, that's Prey. Okay. Well, Fear and Fear 2 and 3 are available.
Fear 3? What the frick?
Lego, The Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I've never played that. I've only ever done the
I've-
complete saga for Star Wars.
Well,
I'm
guess
pretty
what?
sure we have.
You can play it on the Xbox as of November 15th. It's backward compatible.
Damn. Didn't we do that at our cousin's house?
No, we've never done Lord of the Rings.
Maybe that's
Mortal
just me.
Kombat versus the DC Universe.
We have that as a disc.
Yes. You can
Uh.
play that on the Xbox.
Hmm.
Okay. Backward compatible. What other thing? Red Dead Revolver, Resident Evil, Operation Raccoon City.
Raccoon City.
You remember the movie Rio?
Yeah.
That has a game that you can play on the Xbox.
Okay. The hell?
SpongeBob SquarePants Underpants Slam.
Whoa, whoa.
What
What?
the hell?
Come now.
Underpants Slam?
Sounds like he's crossing over with Captain Underpants. What the hell?
What the
And
frick?
if that doesn't wet your whistle, you can always do SpongeBob's Truth or Square. Backwards compatible, baby.
That's kind of
Oh.
sick, bro.
Okay, so here's the thing that you guys are going to be interested. Star Wars. You can play Star Wars Starfighter
Don't remember what
Special
that is.
Edition.
Never played that.
Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
what that is.
think of that is a dogfighting game.
Oh, so like the space mode in Battlefront 2.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, except you're using Jedi starfighters,
Yeah, I don't care.
okay.
I don't know what.
and
I
it's
hate it.
mission based. So like you'll jump into a Jedi starfighter, and you'll have to go and like destroy a convoy or destroy a base, and it's mission based, right?
Okay.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars. You
I
can
don't
play
know what that
as
is
a
either.
game. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, which we mentioned
Oh.
before. And this one you might find interesting. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
I know about that game. There's like a.
Don't know.
It's not a meme, but I've definitely seen clips of the endings, the alternate ending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of
That's
these
more
games.
it's like a platformer,
You
right?
don't underestimate my power.
Yeah.
You don't
I
underestimate.
mean, no. Sorry,
What?
no. Wait, hold on. I got the quote wrong.
What the heck?
I got the quote wrong.
What the
You
hell?
don't underestimate.
Don't underestimate my power. Okay.
What the frick? Does that make any sense?
Well, if I remember that game, that's a 2D platformer type of thing, right?
Is
Side
it?
scrolling. I think it might be. I'm not
Oh.
sure. I gotta look back. It's been a while since I've even thought of these games. You know.
Oh,
So
man.
those are the Star Wars stuff, and then, of course, if you want to really go hog wild, there's Toy Story Mania.
Hell yeah! But did we ever play that?
I think not.
No. Okay.
I'm kind of really itching to download SpongeBob SquarePants Underpants Slam. I think that to me is probably the one.
About that.
Yes, that's the one that I really want to do.
Bro, what
Out
the
of
frick
all
though? Underpants Slam.
everything on this list, that's the best one.
I don't know about that. Okay.
Oh, and there's Chicken Little too.
Ooh, I remember that
Yeah.
show.
It's not a show. What the hell?
I mean, whatever it was.
it's a movie.
Movie.
Come on.
Whatever.
Oh, they have a billiards game too.
What's that again?
Pool.
Nah,
Pool
I
game?
can't see myself playing pool on the Xbox. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and there's Avatar:
why
The
not,
Last
huh?
Airbender.
Didn't we? Oh no, we played Korra.
Yes, the Korra was really good.
Yeah,
You know,
I remember I fought that one boss. It was so annoying.
which one was that?
It
That was
like
the
the
one.
big robot.
Oh yeah, he was super
Mech.
hard, right?
Yeah, it was so annoying.
Avatar is robots now?
It was Korra, but yeah, I'm pretty sure
Mm.
they did.
Korra was a different thing from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was
Way
kind of in the
different.
same thing, but it was telling a totally different story, right?
I don't remember. It
I
was
don't
way,
know.
like I said, it was way
Okay.
back when.
Yeah. So the game was cool though.
Yeah,
The game was cool.
it was. It was.
So there you go. Those are some of the big things that really came out. And there's one last thing that I really want to kind of
Touch on.
touch on just a little bit. And this might be I forgot the biggest thing to come out of that. How could I even forget? Halo Infinite multiplayer landed early because of the 20th anniversary.
No
Now
couch
that I
co-op,
didn't
though.
know either.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was rumored but never confirmed. And actually, there was right before the actual date, they were saying, "Nah, it's not true. Nah, it's not true." And then the date came and it was like, "Oh, by the way, guess what?
Oh,
You
damn.
guys can go play multiplayer." You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
Of course.
That's such an amazing.
So the
thing.
multiplayer aspect is out, but the actual game, it would have been nice if they gave us the whole game out, right? Like deliver it early.
But
Yeah.
But we still have to wait for December for the story mode of
I
Halo
want couch
Infinite.
co-op. I want to beat you guys.
Yeah, I don't understand why we have to wait for couch co-op all the way until May of
Yeah,
next
I don't
year.
Does that need
That's
to
kind
come
of
out with?
disappointing, right?
I mean, I get that it can come
Yeah,
out
it
with
is.
Forge because they're both considered couch co-op, but it's still like what?
So
well, typically these days, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of online games do not have couch co-op.
a lot of games don't have couch co-op.
So it's kind of the norm already.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't think I've and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember a game that came out in 3 pieces.
Okay, well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
Well, like one total game, but they said, okay, we'll give you one piece now. We'll give you the other piece here. And then maybe later on down the road, you'll get this other piece. Like usually they'll
Yeah.
release all the pieces
It's
and
the
then kind of
full
fix it
game.
afterwards, right? This
Yeah.
is like the first time where it's like, okay, you're getting 1/3 of Halo on this date.
Well, I mean,
It's almost like they're dropping a TV show.
Yeah.
Here's the first 3 episodes. Play that, watch that, and then later
Well-
on come back and do this.
to be fair, maybe that just means they still have a lot to grind out. Like, for instance, I remember a while back you said there was this one game that came out that you were really looking forward to called Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh gosh, that was
That
bad.
came out all at once. Was that?
But that you
That
know what?
doesn't-
That kind of is like more of the norm in terms of the video game industry, because what they do is they really honestly, when these things release, they give you alpha type products, right? They just release it for the sake of releasing, and then
Yeah.
they'll be like, you know what? There's always a day one patch. Almost
It's
in every single game, there's always a day one patch.
It's not
Right?
just Cyberpunk.
And it's not a little patch. It's usually, we're talking about gigabytes of data that's being thrown into the thing, and they continually to work and you finally get what you believe the game to be maybe like 7 or 8 months after launch.
But they
Right.
lay out the foundation. The fact that they're laying out the foundation in 3 different parts doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they're doing it this way.
Even
You
if
know?
the foundation isn't strong, you still want to release it out on the same day.
And the other thing is that they've been working on Halo Infinite for a long time.
Yeah.
Like this literally was supposed to be a launch date, title.
Yeah,
And
that's very...
we're getting Halo almost a year after the fact, after the launch, and we're still not getting full Halo Infinite.
I'm afraid that they're doing the same thing that Minecraft is. They're promising something and they won't deliver it until like 2 years after the fact, which really seems to be like what's going on here. I mean, the fact that they haven't released the 2 other parts makes me think that they're probably going to delay those parts even further, because if they don't even have if they don't have a foundation that they can release right away, that's going to be delayed for sure.
Yeah, I know.
So,
and I think I speak for myself, but I think one of the more important parts of Halo not only is the story, but the fact that you can play it as couch co-op.
Yeah, that's
right?
definitely a main factor.
You
of
are
Halo.
not wrong.
So,
Not like COD.
We're getting multiplayer, which is a big thing for Halo. And it almost feels like they're kind of like separating it kind of the way that Call of Duty has, because Call of Duty has the main title and then they have Warzone.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're trying to do the same thing, but now instead, you're waiting for couch co-op and Forge, which is a huge part of Halo.
But you can make your own sort of game,
right?
I
don't know. I question how they're doing Halo Infinite here.
Mm-hmm.
But we did get multiplayer. AJ is a little underwhelmed by that fact because
you haven't even
he
tried
hasn't even
it.
tried it yet.
You can't say you're underwhelmed about something.
Well, he's a big Halo fan, and a piece of Halo came out, but he hasn't even touched it yet.
You don't play a game just for the story. You play it for the story, but you kind of, oh man.
Well, it's a little different with Halo.
Huh?
Halo,
it's not different.
Halo
is not an exception to anything.
Halo is driven by story.
That's all. That it's not debatable, but there's also another side to it.
Let's put it. Let's compare it to Call of Duty. Nobody gives a crap about the campaign.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
It is so not an issue that on some of the games lately they don't even include a campaign.
Lately, but earlier, like they had Price, they had what's his.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? Those campaigns were like 10 hours long. You can complete it in a day. Basically, the main point of Call of Duty is getting you into multiplayer. That's the main gist of Call of Duty. That's not the same for Halo Infinite or Halo period.
Halo was more balanced. I'm not going to say it's completely driven by the story, but it was a little bit more balanced. I would say
Don't agree with you there.
Halo originally came out. Did Halo have multiplayer when it first came out? The very first one?
I'm pretty sure there was co-op because I remember there being split.
There was co-op, but I don't think there was a big emphasis on multiplayer at the time. And it's grown with each instance, right?
Yeah, I'd say that.
But the emphasis was, especially early on, was all about the story.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why it's a little bit different with Halo. So are you even entertaining trying to check out Infinite's multiplayer mode?
I mean, I have a day off tomorrow. Maybe I'll give it a look, but that's all. I'll probably give it a look because, again, multiplayer isn't really my thing.
I want to try multiplayer.
Is it because of the fact that some multiplayers some people on multiplayer aren't exactly.
They're toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what you're trying to say?
I was trying to put it lightly, but yeah, is
Yeah,
that
they're
the
very
reason why?
toxic.
And that's just multiplayer for anything. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just stay away from it.
Yeah,
wonder if
I don't
there's a
think that's
way-
a reason to avoid it though.
Yeah. Well, it kind of it can diminish your experience for it.
I say that destroying an 8-year-old kid's life. No.
Yeah, but what happens if that 8-year-old is better than you?
That's the thing about currently 8-year-olds can
What's the thing
be
that you
better
can do
than you
in
at
Halo when
games.
you beat somebody and you stand over them?
Teabag.
Do you want an 8-year-old doing that to you?
Yeah, it's really can hurt your pride. That's for sure. But what if you do that in reverse?
That you know,
I'd
that's
say
not even really
I'd
worth
say-
it to me.
I'd
I
say
don't
that's
care.
worth
I
it.
just wanna.
If I take the
I
risk
just want to
of-
play the match, and if I win, that's awesome. If I don't, okay. I still
No,
had
but
fun
there's
doing
gotta
it.
be some competition.
I don't need competition
Bro,
like
oh
that.
my
No,
No, I
that's
don't-
why I like campaign.
So let me ask you a question.
Well, and guess what? Multiplayer ain't my thing.
Oh my!
Can you play
God.
multiplayer with bots?
No, don't do that. That
I mean,
that's
that's
just,
basically what firefight is.
that's just disgusting.
I mean, well, firefight is a little different because it's more about it's between
bots.
you and someone else, and who can rack up more kills is basically what firefight is.
Okay.
No, don't do that. Never do that.
No, I'm just asking a question because you can still then enjoy.
I enjoy firefight better.
No, don't say that.
But what I was trying
I
to
will say that.
trying to say
You
is
don't
that
say that.
Don't say that.
what I was
I
trying to
won't
say
say that.
is
I
that
never
with
will.
multiplayer you can avoid the toxicity of other players by replacing them with bots and just
No,
put the
but then you're
level
not fighting anything
No, well, you put the level of
at expert. That
Yeah,
like that's
exactly.
gonna matter. You're still fighting like you're practically still fighting the level of a noob, bro.
Do you know that you can't play heroic or legendary right now?
What do you mean?
That sucks.
Like I heard that that's delayed also. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, this is what it is. And I want you to talk about this also. So the way that they kind of balanced the game, right? Previously was that they used to take Halo Legendary or Heroic, and that was the base game. And then they dropped down the levels of they kind of worked the lower levels based on that. So Legendary and Heroic was always that's the main game.
Okay.
Okay. And that's
never
how
knew
they
that.
that's how they programmed it, right? And then from there they say, okay, if you wanted to go into normal, expert, then we would drop down those levels based on legendary.
We just got to do legendary. Play the game for how
Infinite
it
is different.
How is meant?
Infinite,
Okay.
the base game is normal.
Okay.
And now they're leveling up to get to legendary.
Oh, that's whack. That's
A lot of people aren't happy with that
that's
fact.
very whack.
Wait,
a
you
lot.
have to beat normal
No.
to
In
No.
terms of
unlock
programming,
heroic?
in terms of programming,
Yeah.
in terms of the game, before the main game, every other game before the main game was heroic or legendary, and then they would build downwards.
Okay.
They would
to
release
make
the
it
other
easier.
game modes.
No, they would
No,
make it easier.
that's
in
not
terms
no.
of breaking, in terms of programming.
It's not what he's
Like when they're
saying.
building the game, legendary was the main thing, and then from there to get to the
Oh,
main,
They
the
wouldn't
other
release it. They
modes-
would just work on the ones based off
right,
of
like
legendary.
legendary was the top. That was the main game that they worked on, and then they would kind of tweak it to get you down to heroic, and down to expert, down to normal, down
Yeah.
to easy. They would take that game and strip parts away from it. What they're doing in Infinite is that normal is the main game,
Okay.
and instead of taking away elements, they're adding,
Ooh.
like making it harder and stuff, doing it that way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I do.
That technically should make it harder, though, right?
When
Because
you
you're
say
ner-
adding elements, what does that mean?
Like the things that would make the difference between normal and expert, right?
Okay.
Those elements, whatever they are, in terms of maybe the AI can, heal themselves better, or their aiming is better and stuff like that, right?
Normally,
No.
at least from my experience, it's aim, numbers, and the type of units they send out.
Okay.
Like there's a succinct difference between fighting on a level where it's just two brute squads and their captains versus like two two aerial drop squads of brute elites and two chieftains.
Okay, so
There's-
let's
yeah.
use that analogy, right? What they used to do before Halo Infinite is that they would build legendary mode, right? With however many brutes and the AI attached to that at legendary mode. And then they kind of dumbed them down to get them down to like expert, normal, and easy, right?
Okay.
And conversely, the numbers, right? Drop down the amount of people that you're fighting. And in terms of aiming also, right? So legendary, these guys never missed a shot. Easy, they were stormtroopers, right? That's how they built the game previously. Now with Halo Infinite, you're building off of stormtroopers.
But that's technically good though, because
And then you're making them legendary. There is a lot of people in the Halo community that are pissed off at that.
but why though?
I don't see what the difference is though.
I'd say that makes it better because then that's more challenging. It's a lot easier to buff something than it is to nerf it, right?
No, I think it's easier to nerf it than to buff it.
So then I'd say that's actually to the detriment of it. Following what you said,
Buffing, nerfing down. Nerfing down is
means
easier.
means
Yeah, I know,
to make
to
it easier.
Nerfing down is easier. Buffing up is harder.
But if you start off with a normal version, frick, I'm not making any sense. Okay, so they're starting from normal and they're buffing
let's
up.
put it this way: the way they used to do it is they had the perfect game.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then they made it worse. Not worse, but they made it easier. Now they're starting with an easy game and make it harder.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that.
Yeah, that's to the detriment.
You
Because
know
then you're
what?
making it so much easier. That's so boring.
Yeah, now that you put it that way, I can kind of see how that kind of detracts from its value. Like,
Man.
I personally, the highest I've ever gone is heroic. I've never had the cojones enough to go to
Bruh.
legendary.
Mm-hmm.
The only one who, at least in our circle of family members, who's done that to my knowledge is Hafa over on,
And the reason that they say that they're doing it this way is that their base game is normal is because they want to make it accessible for everyone.
No.
Which again kind of makes sense if you want to grow it, and this is why the Halo community is such an arms right now, right? Because they want their game the way that it was made before,
Designing the game for noobs.
So the entire game is focused on normal difficulty. That's how they approach making the game. They didn't approach the game making it the best game that they can and making it as hard as they can. They focused on making it easy.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I've only ever gone up to heroic, but that doesn't seem like a good move in my opinion. Because even on like I don't know, like even I don't know how to explain it, but like I'm not gonna say even easy was hard because easy was easy, but there have been a couple of times where I've even died on easy. Like at least when I started playing and I got even a little bit better at it. But to know that it'll be like really easy from the jump, again, I'm not a very competitive person, nor do I mean challenge is good every now and again, but it's not my sole focus. but to kind of really walk back a lot of that challenge, I don't know that I'm okay with.
Yeah, here's the direct quotes that there you get from the character director Stephen Dick. Okay. Traditionally, Halo has always been developed on hero difficulty, and we did the same thing for 4 and 5. We usually took a look at heroic. We're tuning everything here, and then everything is scaled down a little bit for normal and easy, and then scaled up a little bit for legendary. This time, they spent much more time on normal, expecting new players to come in. Okay. He said this is, I don't know if this is spin or not, but he says this doesn't mean that heroic isn't hard and legendary isn't very punishing. Those things are still just a part of Halo, but we did spend more time on normal difficulty from the standpoint of, what if you were a new player and never fought the Covenant before or never fought anything in Halo before, and it's the first time using an AR?
I mean, it's not rocket science to play Halo. Like, I don't get that, to be honest.
There is much more tutorials that they're going to be.
Whoa!
Why?
What'd you say?
Will ease in. Going back to the quote, will ease into things. Will tutorialize things for you, especially with the addition of things like equipment and things after that. So ideally, the player has a smoother ramp into the Halo world of gameplay.
No.
Was that ever a problem?
No. What are they doing?
How is that ever a problem?
Why is it a problem, especially now?
I mean,
out of all time.
It's like Halo, again, it's not rocket science to play it. For goodness sake, they tell you on the screen what does what. If you want to pick up a gun, it'll literally say hold RB to switch guns. Like, I don't know about that.
They're making this game for noobs.
Well, why are they
exactly?
But like, it's not,
and
even,
that's why people are kind of like, what?
It's not even that hard to grasp, though. I don't. What the
This is the last thing you want for any game, especially not Halo. You're making it for noobs.
Yeah. So that's why I had to bring it up, because I wanted to talk to you about it, AJ, because you are the huge Halo fan in the room here, and I know it took a while for me to explain it properly, but that's basically where we are with that,
Oh my gosh.
It's interesting that they took it that way, because like you said, Halo 4 and 5, right? It was not really an issue, right?
It wasn't even an issue in 3, 2, 1, ODST, Reach, even Halo Wars, for God's sake. What?
Yep. So there's
Halo Wars, there was a tutorial, but
Halo Wars is for the
but Halo Wars makes sense because that's
exactly.
Yeah,
that's a totally different
playing field.
Animal.
Yeah,
that's all about strategy, how to manage.
It's
stuff.
an RTS game.
Yeah, of course you're gonna need a tutorial. That obviously makes sense, but you're talking about a single person, a first person shooter, for God's sake.
And the thing about Halo Wars was the first of its kind in that series.
So
Halo Infinite, how many Halo first person shooter games have we had?
Combat Evolved, ODST, 2, 3, Reach, 4, 5.
Just don't say that anymore.
You can
like 7 titles.
You can make the case that Halo Wars needed those tutorials because you're taking a pre-existing franchise and you're introducing those players to a brand new way of playing the game.
It's different gameplay,
7 titles, and now you want to go Ubisoft? Like, and this is something I notice in Far Cry games. Like, there'll be a whole first segment of the story explaining how everything works. And I'm going to quote a YouTube channel I used to watch, Major Slack Attack. the whole thing was that, because he commented on this, so he would often say that Ubisoft goes, Ubisoft, so we'll be doing everything for you,
Oh
or
my
something like
God.
that. Like, there's a reason they're called Ubisoft.
Oh my God.
And if that's what's happening to Halo here, what?
Bro.
Why so late?
This is the question that I have to
I
ask.
don't even know.
If you don't know how to freaking play a first-person shooter, why the hell are you getting Halo Infinite in the first place? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
doesn't
does
make sense.
Call of Duty do this?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
To be
It's a
honest, I haven't
first-person
played Call of
shooter.
Duty much in a long time, right?
So what?
But-
And you know what's even worse? They're going for the universal first-person shooter gameplay. So everybody knows how to do this. There's nothing different about the gameplay at all.
Wait a second. Is this open world?
Oh, no. Hold
Halo
on.
Infinite,
Yeah.
sort of.
Maybe there are some new elements there.
I don't think that's,
Yeah,
but I don't think that's the
Yeah,
reason why they're
I
doing
know,
it.
but like,
I mean, I guess it's kind of admirable that they want to open up Halo to new people.
It's not admirable.
but that's
But-
It's
not.
not
You're not.
admirable.
No.
I don't like the idea of the way you used to do it. Is you used to go at heroic, make that perfect, and then kind of work it off of there. I'm always of the thing where it's easier to nerf something than to buff something up, because then you're kind of at that point worrying about leveling issues, right? Did I make it too strong? Did I make it too not strong enough and stuff like that? When you're going down, it's a lot easier, in my opinion. That's the way I look at it.
That makes
You know
sense.
what I'm saying? So and it kind of, for like the hardcore Halo guy, you want to know that heroic is your main mode, right?
Heroic
Bro.
used to be my main mode.
I know. Well, not anymore. Well, it can be, but it's not the one that they've worked on extensively now. Normal is the one. So everything is based off of normal and stuff,
No.
So it's a weird dynamic here. For me, a lot of the times, if there's a game that has a tutorial and there's a way for me to skip it, I skip it, because you know what? Like you said, if you haven't played a first-person shooter before, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? First-person shooters are all over the place. I mean, you look at the success of, obviously, Call of Duty. Everybody plays Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
Battlefield, which was our other host from our other podcast in Get Geek, he's totally all about Battlefield. Fortnite.
Don't.
No. I'm not. But let's be
Fortnite,
honest.
Halo, Gears of
Fortnite-
War.
No. Fortnite is not. No. Fortnite has very different gameplay than usual.
But what I'm saying is that everybody and their mother knows somebody who's played Fortnite.
Okay, fine.
That's what I'm saying. The popularity of first-person shooters, you can't deny it, right?
Yeah.
Warzone, Battle Royale, PUBG. Everybody has played a first-person shooter in one way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying?
And even if you haven't, which is very doubtful, RPGs are practically the same sort of thing. I mean, like no, like not RPGs, like the like Skyrim, where you have
No,
like,
that's also kind of
swords?
different.
It's a little bit different.
I'd say that still follows a universal rule.
It's
first person.
not as fast-paced as these first-person shooters can be.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
No.
But I guess my point is, you know what? Do we really need tutorials in Halo? I guess that's what I'm
if you
asking.
want to have a very light one, like what they do at the beginning of every game, then fine. But like to have this long, drawn out, here we're gonna teach you how to breathe. Here we're gonna teach you how to count to 3.
Yeah, there's
Drink
there's
water.
like games where an entire first 3 missions are just tutorials, right?
Yeah,
You know,
That's
I don't
true.
want that from Halo, to be
don't want
honest.
that
I don't either.
So
This is not a good start.
I don't think anybody does. Not even news.
Yeah, so that's kind of the deal with Halo Infinite. And like I said, they kind of surprised us with the 20th anniversary drop of multiplayer, even though people kind of knew about it, but then they denied it. But then they said it was okay and it was actually happening. And then here it is. You can play it now because I know we may have denied it before, but we were just joking and stuff because it is the 20th anniversary and we're going to let you play Halo multiplayer. But we're not going to give you the story until December, and we're not going to give you couch co-op and Forge until maybe how many months later?
They are screwing up.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay, so that may be, but that's something totally different. The one last thing I want to touch upon, which is kind of exciting for me and stuff, is the fact that along with the backward compatibility, they turned on cloud gaming, the beta version, for everyone. So not everybody who has an Xbox, all you have to do is just update your Xbox and you have cloud gaming. Now, cloud gaming, just to give you an example of what it is, we kind of touched upon cloud gaming in a previous thing using the Razer Kishi, right?
Razer.
That didn't work so well on the mobile. But the cloud gaming that they're talking about in this instance is on the console itself. So here's what cloud gaming on the console means. You have to have Xbox Game Pass, right? So you got to be subscribed to that. I think you have to be on Ultimate to be Game Pass Ultimate, which includes EA Play and all this other stuff, right? But what it enables you to do is what's the one thing, especially you, Eli, when you're playing with your friends and all of a sudden they say, hey, let's jump on a game, and you realize you don't have it on your console. What do you have to do at that point?
Download
You got to download it, right?
I mean, for Xbox, it's not.
It's not as bad as the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The PlayStation downloads is horrendous.
Like 34 hours.
Not even 34 hours just to have it downloaded, and then afterwards, then it updates.
Oh, imagine Call of Duty.
Exactly. So if you want to play Call of Duty and you don't have it on your console, good luck. I'll see you next week.
Next year.
You know, that's basically what it is. The cool thing, though, that the PlayStation Network has done is that they actually introduced cloud gaming before Xbox did. If you had PS Now, you can go on and you can play the game without downloading.
That's how I used to play, God of War 3?
Yep. Xbox turned that feature on this week.
Oh, that's cool.
So all you have to do is you go on Game Pass, and if you see a little cloud next to the title, it's not on everything for now, right?
Wait a minute. So, theoretically.
Yes.
We own Far Cry 3 already.
Yes.
If I were to load up and stream that Far Cry 3,
you get those saves in the cloud.
I don't have to put it there. Oh, that's so cool.
Exactly. See? That's the cool thing about it.
So now, wait, so all Game Pass?
They haven't turned it on for everything yet, because remember, they're still in beta, right?
Oh,
but I think what eventually is going to happen is that they're going to make this so that you can play every single game on there in the cloud, right? So, like, for example, right now, there's a game called Hades, right, on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Diablo clone, so to speak, but it's set in Greek mythology, right? I've been wanting to play that, but I just haven't had the time to download it. And once I download it, it's like, okay, I'm downloading it now, but I want to play it now. I'll leave and then I'll never come back to it. I actually jumped on Halo on Game Pass, saw Hades. It has the little cloud icon. When you press it, it gives you two options. You can either install it or you can play. And all the saves are saved in the cloud. So regardless of where you go, you will always have the save and be able to jump back, provided that you sign in with your Xbox, what is it? Username, I guess. There's a name for it. Profile, right? And the thing is buttery smooth. You can now we have a really good internet connection here. We're 1 gigabytes up and down. So It makes it easy. But there's no longer a thing of having to wait for a download to finish. You can just jump into the game, play it, and then leave, and your save is still saved in the cloud, so you can go to any device
with cloud gaming.
With cloud gaming.
Wait,
There we
cloud gaming, is it free games only?
No.
So like Game Pass, any game on Game Pass.
I'm gonna, like I said, they haven't turned it on for everything yet.
Yeah, I know, but
I think eventually that's where it's gonna go. I'm gonna actually boot up the game, the Xbox now, to kind of show you what it looks like and stuff.
But so if they're theoretically, do games on Game Pass cost money?
No,
right?
You're paying for it's kind of like Netflix.
And there's a lot of games that cost money, but then when the Game Pass week comes up, they're for free, right?
Well, like I said, it's like a Netflix subscription. So you're paying monthly for the subscription. The ability to watch, like on Netflix, you pay $9 a month, right? So that you can jump on and watch any of the movies that they have.
So let's say that
over here with Game Pass, you're paying, I think it's like $25 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
But every game on Game Pass, you get to play it.
So let's say there's a game called Dunk Goober Floob.
See that little cloud icon on Hades?
No, I'm blind. Actually, I can't see it.
It's a little cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, but let's say there's a game called Gunk Duber, right? And it's like $14.99, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Game Pass month comes up, and it's on there.
Later.
The monthly Game Pass comes up, and Gunk Goober Duber is on that Game Pass.
You could play it.
I could play it.
Yeah, you don't have to pay anything extra.
Oh frick! I've been meaning to do this for a while.
Well, think about it. We've been playing Minecraft Dungeons the same way. Minecraft Dungeons, yeah, we haven't paid for that. That was on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So everything is there. So, like for example, here I'm pulling up everything. Here's Game Pass, right?
Oh frick! It is there.
All these games are a part of our subscription,
yes, sir.
Right? So you can go ahead and play it, even though I bought it, not knowing that it was going to be on Game Pass. Alien Isolation is there. So if I hadn't bought it, I could play it on Game Pass without paying anything extra.
So is Ark.
Same thing with Ark, right?
Yeah.
Origami 2 is a game that we have not paid for, but I can play it. And if you look on the bottom right-hand side, there's like a little cloud there. If you click on it, you can either install it
or play. Yeah.
Play is instant. Like this. So within boom, 15 seconds, you're playing the game.
The blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Now, of course, you have to go through the load times that the game normally has, but it's basically you're instantly playing the game. Eventually, it seems like they're going to do this for everything. And not only that, and this is the more exciting part about it, even and this is where it gets super exciting. We have an Xbox One in the living room, right? Eventually, using the cloud gaming, we will be able to play Xbox Series X games on the Xbox One. Because remember, the computing power is not being done on the console level, it's being done in the server and the cloud. So all you're doing is just basically you're connecting to an Xbox Series X somewhere in the cloud and just streaming it over to your machine.
So I can play, I don't know, an Xbox One exclusive game.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh yeah.
That is a game that is too powerful for the Xbox One. It's exclusive to the Xbox Series X. But when they open it up completely, we'll be able to play that game right here.
That's
on an Xbox One.
Bro, we gotta look through this.
I mean, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if there are limitations and whatnot, but that seems to be where they're going with this. They're trying to make the Xbox a service rather than a platform. They're trying to make the Xbox the Netflix of video games as opposed to, well, you need an Xbox to play it. They don't want to do that. They're trying to make it so that you can play it anywhere with anything.
Damn.
That is pretty freaking exciting,
That
if you
is
ask
sick,
me.
bro.
Yes.
Like,
Just any game on Game Pass. Oh, Arkham
Batman.
Knight.
Arkham Knight, you can play it instantly. You
Except
don't have
you
to download
bought
it.
it.
Yeah, except I did buy it. You know what I'm saying?
The Battlefield games are there.
Yep.
Holy
So
crap.
Battlefield 1 Revolution is streamable. And so is Battlefield 5.
Hmm.
So you can jump into those games without having to download them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of games over here that you can go ahead and
I don't see it.
Crackdown.
Oh, Crackdown.
Ooh, that's streamable.
That's streamable.
Wait, the new
You
one?
I
don't have
might
to
do
download it.
that.
Yep.
Wait, that's the new one?
So, like I said, not every single game is cloud enabled right now.
Days.
Dead by Daylight,
Dead Space.
Dead Space, the original, streamable.
Yeah.
What the heck is Dead Space Ignition?
That is a game you need to play.
Huh.
Which you
Okay.
can now. Destiny is there.
Destiny is there, and it's streamable also. Dishonored is streamable.
Ooh.
Dishonored is made by the guys who made Skyrim, by the way.
Really? I might give that a
Doom,
shot.
which we have.
Yep. So the
Doom.
original Doom,
Ooh.
the new Doom,
Yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal. Yes.
I
Except
mean,
we have it.
they're all streamable. So that also, if you think about it,
Inquisition.
also helps with hard drive space.
True.
Yes.
If you're kind of stuck with hard drive space but want to play a game, stream it.
Y'all see what's next to the bottom right corner?
Which one?
Down. Ha ha ha. Oh,
Elder Scrolls
sure.
Online is streamable.
They have freaking Morrowind too.
Morrowind is streamable.
But no Oblivion. Is that backwards compatible?
Oblivion, I do believe so. It's probably under the O's. Let's go check it out.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It probably is.
So going here, we are. This is Narita Boy. Yes.
What
Gotta
the
do that
frick?
one. There it is.
There you Oblivion.
Streamable.
I really want to get into that.
So they got a ton of streamable games here, and more than likely, Prey, Game Pass, but not streamable. But they got look, PUBG is streamable. Yes.
Your favorite.
Honestly, I don't really care about that game anymore. Sort of died. Same with Fortnite.
Actually, I think
I remember
they're
that
coming
game.
back with some more stuff.
Wait, is that just called? That's Sniper Elite. Oh,
Streamable.
Okay.
Yes, Just Cause is here also.
Oh, bet. Okay,
So,
you got the
like I
Star
said,
Wars games.
There's a lot of things here that you can
Terraria.
stream. And there you go. So those are the things that Xbox 20th anniversary kind of brought out there. There's a lot of stuff there. I just don't understand why they didn't make it more public. That's the only thing. And maybe it has something to do with the pandemic. I don't know.
What?
You
What
know,
do you mean?
but then again, like maybe they couldn't do like a huge big event, because of pandemic, But that hasn't stopped Apple with their releases and stuff, So I don't know. I would think that Microsoft would have liked to have made this a bigger deal, but for whatever reason they haven't. And that's okay, because you know what? Us as gamers, we're still benefiting from everything that they're doing so far right now. So,
Mm,
I guess at the end of the day,
liking this.
that's it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, so if you really need to check out Game Pass and just check out the things that are streamable. And the cool thing about it is that if it's a game that you really never really you kind of wanted to try, but just was like, I don't want to download it. Guess what? Just jump on in.
That is
Check
it
all
out.
me. That
Yeah.
is all me.
Yo,
So
that's
there you
pretty
go.
Sick. I can't wait until they come out with more of the games. When are they? Did they say when they hold on, let me check. Because
In
I'm trying
terms
to
of what?
figure out if they said when they would release. When does cloud gaming fully release Xbox?
That is the question. That is
September
the question.
15, 20. What the frick? That's definitely wrong.
I think what you're looking at is probably the mobile cloud gaming.
Yeah, operating system Android, Microsoft Windows, iOS. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh no, Xbox One beta. Oh no, it's betas.
Well,
No.
that's what this is. This is the beta, cloud
Oh.
gaming beta.
So why does it say
So it's
September 15, 2020?
Because it's kind of
Late.
been a slow rollout in terms of it. Like Android got it the first time. You know what I'm saying? They've been on cloud gaming. iOS just came online not too long ago, and now actual Xbox console is online. So you know,
Oh frick, is that?
The Evil Within, which is supposed to be a great horror game,
They also
that
got
is streamable.
Fallout.
Yeah,
and I think it. You know what? Is that Fable? Is that the game that I tried all those years ago that I completely forgot about? I want to try since then.
streamable.
I think it might have been Fable.
And the cool
I gotta
thing
look through it.
is that you can actually favorite some of these games. So there's a point there where it says jump back in or something like that. So you can try all these games, and if you like them, you can kind of set like a little playlist of, okay, this is a game I want to play, this is a game I want to play, blah blah blah, this and that. So it's coming along, and it's coming along pretty good. So at least I think so. So there you have it. The 20th anniversary of Xbox. Are we happy?
So happy.
It's pretty good.
Only thing I guess I'm not happy about is I'm not seeing any of the Far Cry titles up there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Ubisoft has its own streamable platform.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's them, it's EA, it's obviously Game Pass. So you can probably do it, but that's a separate cost.
Oh no, it's not that.
So that might not make it, but with all the studios that Microsoft is gobbling up, I'm pretty sure you're going to find something that'll be exciting to play. All right. So on that note, thank you very much for joining us. Just wanted to let you know next week is Thanksgiving, so we're not going to have an episode. We're taking the week off to
Turkey
eat some
day.
turkey.
Yeah.
Yes.
And mac and cheese day.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right. We gotta figure
Cranberry sauce day.
cranberry.
A lot of
Stuffing
I
day.
don't think I remember when
a lot of turkeys died
the last time I had
for
cranberry.
this information.
That is true.
That's our plans.
But we're
I
still
think it's
eating
many
turkey
moth
anyway.
and I was gonna say many moth and dies.
What the hell does that mean?
I was gonna say many
A whole bunch of butterflies died
Yes.
just to get
God.
Death Star information.
Many
Jesus
Bothans
Christ.
died to bring us this
What's
information.
Bothans mean?
It's a race
It's
of
race.
aliens in Star Wars.
There had to have been some Bothans in Rogue One.
Bothans.
That we
Yeah, I'm
don't know about
surprised we've never actually seen one on screen. I don't think so.
Bothans.
We got to find out what
Star
are Bothans
Wars.
humans?
No, according to the games, they look like weird doggy kind. Yeah, like that.
Where did you get Bothans from though?
That was from
Where they mentioned
Star
Episode
Wars.
6.
Episode 6. What the hell? I'm sorry, that does not look okay to me. Yeah.
But that's what a Bothan looks like.
Oh, you know
There
what?
was
It's also alien,
none
and
of
they
them
would probably say
in
we look
Rogue One.
stupid.
I don't
too.
think they were ever in the movies. It's weird.
That's interesting. So-
What is this? Why did I search a Bothans and this pops up? Rogue 2. What? What? Look,
I don't know.
I don't know. What is this? Oh,
Well,
what is-
anyway, like I said,
what?
the turkeys will be on the cutting floor.
Bruh.
It's Thanksgiving. So
Okay, let's end this.
yeah, please. No more Tom
What
Cruise
is
in
this?
Star Wars. I don't like that poster. That's too weird. Anyway, like I said, Thanksgiving week we're going to be taking off, but we'll be back the following week with some more content for you guys. So just keep listening in. And in the interim, if you haven't had a chance to, just go back and check our older episodes and see what we've got. So on that note, this is Walt.
AJ.
Xbox. I'm Eli. Just forget it.
Xbox Eli.
Xbox Eli.
Okay.
And may our paths cross again. And even Brad Pitt's in this. That's so weird. I don't freaking know. Just end it. Just end it.
Yes. No more. The Rogue 2 is not happening with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Please. Let's just.
That is insane.
All right. Later, people.